Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backfield. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, George for the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Towns sets the pick for Russell, and Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Now, Wall. Paul George missing from long range. Right side, Leonard. A second chance effort. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's Towns. Over the Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall. It's his first trip to the line.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arenas, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Leonard. Back to Wall. Morris with a screen on Russell. Oh, Morris in position. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game, and there it is for them. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. That they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting foul.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. Gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Russell against Wall. To the middle. Here's Morris. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by George.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to McDaniels. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The shot by George wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Russell against Wall. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Six seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns, the screen. Here's Russell with the 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Wall passes to George. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Morris kicks to Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Got a piece of it. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. There's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Over George. Here's Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Here's Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Ball's knocked loose. McDaniels passes to Russell. Back to McDaniel. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Morris outside. Morris with the screen for George. Oh, Morris in position. And the rejection by Towns. Edwards dishes to Towns. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wall's got 7 points in the game. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Edwards against George. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Wall. That shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside Edwards. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Towns. Edwards against George. Back to live, Minnesota. Outside Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 8.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. One-on-one here. Over in the corner, Edwards.
Hey, yo, right here.
Out to Russell. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 3.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
It's Edwards on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't.
18. The Clippers. 15.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. For Minnesota, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Left side, Jackson. That's a 2 from Kennard. Jackson passes to Batum. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kennard.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson.
My goodness. Save that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Batum finds Jackson, and Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Passes it to Kennard. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves leading by 5. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Minnesota shooting not great, 40% for the game. Prince in the corner. Anderson outside. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Noel. Reed with it, and he jams it with authority.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. They get a hand on it. Clippers trail by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Covington, a screen on Anderson. Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Outside, Batum. There's a good screen. Lock at 6. Throws it up high. On the wing, Batum. They need this one. Hands it from downtown. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
Out to the wing. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock is at 3. No coverage that time. Anderson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Kennard. From past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
Here he goes. And McLaughlin gets it to go.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. And they pick up 2.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
And the pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. And they're on the break. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Minnesota leading by 4. Inside. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Reed. Kennard covering. There's Noel. Prince. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Kennard. Down low, 2 on the clock. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead, up 2. And we'll get it going after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. And George kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Morris in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
Passes it to Towns. Drives to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to George. Wall looking it over. Outside for George. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball. He's involving his teammates, stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Out to Russell. Three-pointer. Wall with some nice defense. And Los Angeles guys shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Russell against George. Out to Morris. A three from Leonard to take the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Timberwolves trail. Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. There's the lob to Towns.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's deflected. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Towns missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Wall kicks to Morris. Zubac the pass to Morris. Leonard looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Outside for George. Over Edwards. The shot by George, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with no one around. Had 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Edwards against Wall. Russell high post. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Towns with the steal. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
And George kicks to Zubac. George double teamed. Pass to Morris. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's George going inside. Count!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
.11 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Kicks to Gobert. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles taking the W. And all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
it tonight. This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And Morant drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Wall against Morant. Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubats. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. No good on the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. Back to Brooks. The three. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Adams. Ooh, and Adams. Strong finish.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Leonard.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Morant. And Wall pulls it down.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The kick out to Morris. To the inside. And stolen by Morant. And there's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Outside Wall. George outside. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side Morant. Pass to Bain from deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Morant against Wall. Leonard for three. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Will it go? He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. He goes up, and the finish on the break with the slam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Kicks it to George. 4-3. He drops it from range.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Morant with the slam!
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
First foul. John Wall. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now Morant. He's got 10.
Right here.
1 second left. The putback. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Morant. Up top, Brooks. Pass to Morant. Morant with the slam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. Leonard outside. Tipped. The kick out to Morris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And the Clippers have possession. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Ball no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
In transition, here come the Clippers. And George with the jam.
Now that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And rejected. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie.
Well, a nice defensive play. Alter the shot, then stay right there to clean up the glass.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now here's George. He has 7. Up top wall. And there's the lob. Zubac's shot is off.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Morant. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nice shot by George.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
George outside. From downtown. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, Paul George's been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of this one. Brooks outside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
George outside from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. And here's Morant. Give him 23. Pass to Brooks. Over Wall. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at small forward. Pass to Conchar. Now Green. And here is Williams. Batum pulls it in. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Grizzlies on D. Picked by Covington.
John Conchar, second personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Kennard into the lane. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
Well, an excellent free throw shooter. Luke Kennard is not the guy you want to send to the line.
And he sinks the second. Here's Jones. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson right side. Kennard outside. Wide open. Yes, it's good.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The kick out to Williams. Back to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. No good on the shot. Good D by Covington. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second team.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Memphis, Zion Williams.
It's both from the stripe. And here are the Clippers now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. There's the triple. He's off on that one. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Clark, the pass to Jones. Clark with the screen. Jones drives in. That one doesn't drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington. Fires for 3. The shot no good. And here are the Grizzlies. They lead by 14. The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. With the drive. Stolen by Jackson. This one for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Well, Memphis shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the shot goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Batum against Williams. Throws it up high.
You gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jackson against Jones. Pass to Williams. Back to Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Jackson finds Kennard. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Green. .26 seconds left in the third. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
Down low and stolen by Clark. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Jones. Outside, Green. Back to Jones. Puts it up. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Hey, guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got 26 points.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Zubac finds Morris. Here's Wall. Here's the three. Brooks with the rebound. And Memphis shooting about 60% for the game. Inside. Zubac with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Jackson, pass to Brooks. The three from Bane. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. George, right side. The three is up. Oh, misses the dunk. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Morant. Brooks, the pass to Adams. There's Jackson with the three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Leonard's shot's good.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Morant outside on target from range. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
No luck on that one. Jackson outside. Fades back. Bane, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a three. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Morant finds Jackson. Morant against Wall from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity strike.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Launches a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Bane. Jackson outside. Back to Bane. Morant, the pass to Bane. Jackson with it. And here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubac. George with a steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. And another miss by Memphis. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to... here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. Now here's George. There's the three. Sinks the tray. Well, Smitty, these two teams have been around the block a few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. 6 on the shot clock. The three. And he buries his first look.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Left side Wall. Shakes him. Clippers keep it alive. Morris for three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Wall finds Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. Leonard on the wing. Over Bridges. They get it back. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Paul. The first one falls. He's off on the second.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside Wall. George outside. And George with the jam.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And that one misses.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Fires for three, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 6.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's George. Here's Morris. Banked it in off the glass.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Here's Booker. He's got 5. Buries it from 3. Give him 8.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Pass to Morris. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Beyond the arc. Booker can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Leonard. And Leonard throws it down hard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Outside Booker. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ayton. Tries again. Goes up again. Pass to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Here's Booker. Booker missing again.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Blocking foul called on Cameron Johnson. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Paul.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
For 3, George. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Ayton. Ayton gets the double team. Oh, George with a steal. Wall, the pass to Morris. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Up top, Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Paul against Wall. Pass to Zubac. 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Leonard with the fadeaway. Morris for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. Oh, Leonard with the block.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
Second personal.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Paul. Right side Johnson. The 3-ball. Leonard pulls down the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 13 now. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Leonard passes to Wall. That's tipped. Booker against George. Booker no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Outside Johnson. Here's Paul. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead. A minute 4 left in the second. Wall, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Bridges against Leonard. Bridges passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to George. Shoots over Johnson. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen
George.
the previous
At the line for two.
calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Leonard passes to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The shot by Johnson, no good. George with it. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And the Suns shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Here's Payne. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Batum outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
So steady from range. The veteran Batum letting it fly with confidence.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the layup is good off the glass. Sharic has got his first points of the game.
What a way to get your first points of the half. Strong play on the offensive boards.
Pass to man. Here's Kennard. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
With good size for a two-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Here's Payne. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Johnson a screen on Jackson. Payne, pass to Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And it's Jackson on the take. Kennard has the open look. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
They get it again. Pass to Payne. Here's Shamet. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. And no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Kicks it out to Kennard from the arc. Rebounded by Payne. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Johnson passes to Payne.
Two minutes remaining in the third.
Johnson finds Payne. Here's Shamet. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play. Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Pass to Payne. Lee on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Jackson against Payne. Kicks it out to Kennard. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:04 left in the third. Here's Shamet. Misses the 3.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Kennard. Three-pointer, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Sharic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. Third team.
Throw good, Sharic.
At the line for your Suns, Dario Saric.
And both free throws good for Sharic.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Jackson against Payne. Jackson gets the bucket.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Pass to Lee. Back to Shamet. Here's Lee. The rebound by Jackson. Covington with it. Now here's Kennard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
Good on both. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Paul for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. John Wall is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock is at 3. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Suns shooting only 39% so far in the game. Outside Booker fires the 3. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. They've led by as many as 14. Kennard against Paul. Morris passes to Wall. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Paul George, he's checked in for Kennard.
Paul George.
Paul passes to Booker. Suns keep it alive. Paul finds Johnson. And here's Booker. Out to Bridges. Pass to Johnson. The Suns need to get off a shot. Second chance effort. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Now here's Wall. Now Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Up top, Paul. Over to the wing. Ayton, a screen on Morris. From deep, Johnson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Good. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Second team foul.
Ayton finds Booker. Here's Paul. It's stolen by Leonard.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And the three-pointer goes.
3-point field goal.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Minute 32 left in the final quarter. A shot from the mid-range. Here's Zubac. Morris for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Ball for three. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Bridges misses. So it's the Clippers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. 34 seconds left in the game. And here's George. 5 on the clock. From deep. No good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
It's Bridges on the wing. No good. So no problem for the Clippers as they get... All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Morris dishes to Wall. Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
The kick out to Wall. Leonard with the screen on Russell. Wall passes to Leonard. Over Russell. Leonard, no luck.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
So looking it over, the kick out to Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Russell against Wall. Leonard sets a screen for Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Edwards can't hit. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From deep, George. They get it again. Zubac kicks to George. Up top, Leonard, defended by Towns. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell against Wall. Towns wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. George with the screen on Russell. Wall passes to George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 5 points so far.
You get open and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Has to Gobert. 4 on the clock. The kick out to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now George. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard with the steal.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
Morris takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They trail by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. The kick out to Towns. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Zubas, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 4. Wall looking it over. To the left side wing. And stolen by Russell. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubas. And it's Wall in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Out to Russell. Towns a screen on Wall. And it's Russell missing. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Minnesota with the rebound.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. Unable to get that one.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Wall. And there's the drive, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. All alone. And the slam dunk by Wall.
You know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Outside, Russell. McDaniels up top. The kick out to Towns. The 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Knocks it loose. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard the pass to George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota leading by 4.
First half, 2 minutes.
Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Anthony Towns.
Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Wall finds George. Zubac's a screen on Edwards. Outside Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Here's Edwards. And the shot is long.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Wall. To the left wing. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Edwards with it. George picks him up. Out to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And the second free throw, good. All with it. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside for George. Over Edwards. And it's George missing. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Timberwolves leading by 5. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
The kick out to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Kennard the pass to Batum. And here's Kennard. Back to Batum. And off the glass. That one's good. Batum's got his first 2 points.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Prince outside. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Batum, and he banks in the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Noel, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Passes to Kennard. Covington setting the pick for Kennard. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Anderson the screen. From deep, Prince. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Kennard on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. From 20 feet out, Prince's shot is good. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Timberwolves leading by 4. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. The pass to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Slam call, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you got to appreciate.
Ball against Russell. Here's Leonard. Morris outside. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Leonard attacking. Shoots over McDaniel. Zubac goes back up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Towns dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture of the ball game right here.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Back to Russell. Takes a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
George against Edwards. And that one is off. Wall with some nice D. But deep 3 from George. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Russell with it. Guarded now by Morris. Gobert can't hit. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Leonard. Gobert with the block. Deflects the pass. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. The kick out to Towns. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Russell finds McDaniel. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns, and the rejection by Zubats.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Leonard the pass to Wall. Towns with the steal. There's the lob to Towns. Help to McDaniel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
And the Clippers call time here. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
George against Towns. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Wall dishes to Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Ball against Russell. Has to Gobert. 1:37 left to play in the final quarter. Edwards has to McDaniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
That one from long range.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Fourth personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
The Clippers running out of time. Now, here's George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
15 foul.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
And McDaniels drops them both. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 16-point game. Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now, McDaniels. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Clippers ball.
The deep three from George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This truck, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Morris finds George. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Jackson outside. Brooks against Leonard. Clock at 6. Jackson, the pass to Morant. And it's Wall with the block.
Swatted by the guards. John Wall has sneaky length at 6'3".
And here are the Clippers now. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. And he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Outside Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to John Wall.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Outside Morant. And another miss by Memphis. Now the Clippers with it. Launches it. Wall no good. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Out to Leonard. Bane against George. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. George left side. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
He gets it in there.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Adams with a screen on Wall. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Pass to Bane. Outside for Brooks. The 3 is up. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Grizzlies ball.
There's a minute 12 left in the opening quarter. The 3 from Bane. The Clippers grab the miss. George with it. He's picked up by Bane. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 56 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 5 now.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Wall against Morant. Here's Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 7 points in the game.
It's a great touch from the swingman as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Morant against Wall. Kicks it to George. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple. George has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top.
Your Clippers, Here we go, man.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the 2nd quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the 2nd quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Adams, the pass to Morant. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. Morant's got 16 points now. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Wall, the pass to George. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the 2nd. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Clippers trail. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
And nothing you can do right there as George is aggressive, getting to the inside and over the top of the defense.
And here's Morant outside. Memphis the rebound. Adams finds Brooks. Outside Bane. Here's Morant. Just follows.
Stay out of the way! Wow! Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Wall against Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game. Leonard passes to Morris. Here's George. Great D that time from Bane. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the 2nd quarter. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
3 on the clock. Morant, the pass to Jackson. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the 2nd quarter. It's George on the wing. Pass to Leonard. touch off the glass. Leonard's got 9.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Morant. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And George launches it from deep. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to Jackson. Brooks against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Morris sets a screen. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Outside Wall. And he's going for the lob. Zubac's shot is off.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
The free throw drops for Bain. .46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Morant, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And here's Memphis now. They're on a 14-6 run. Brooks to pass to Adams. Brooks left side. Here's Jackson. Got it from about 16 feet. Jackson's gotten his second bucket.
Flashing the in-between game. Nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
And
your Clippers, 20. The Grizzlies, 28.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Clark, guarded by Batum. Jones, the pass to Clark. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jackson outside. Kennard has the open look. The offensive rebound. Covington. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Jones against Jackson. Here's Conchar. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Conchar's got his first points in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Kennard into the lane. Here's Batum. Ooh, good finish at the rack on a slick feed.
Yeah, Batum not a ton of times where he's on the inside, but that time showing some toughness.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. And he lobs it up to the rim. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Brandon Clark, 2 shots.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Tillman. Deflected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Jackson, pass to Covington. Kennard outside. Drives to the hoop. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Jones from outside. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Kennard. That one is off. Memphis leading. Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Outside Jones. Back to Green. Outside Jones. Banked it in off the glass.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. And it's in there. Kennard's got his second basket of the game.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Jones against Jackson. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And here's Batum. Clark covers. Batum gets the bucket. Now it's just a 5-point Memphis lead.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Jones against Jackson. Outside for Green. On the wing, Jones. Back to Green. Tillman with a screen. From outside the arc. And Green, good for three. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Down low. Man. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Jones drives in. Pass to Tillman. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Grizzlies foul. John Moran. First personal foul.
And the Clippers have possession. 6-point game. Leonard outside. Brooks with the rebound. And the Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Let me
just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Well, the Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. Here's George looking to end this cold spell, and he sinks the layup.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Morant. Driving in. Morant with the slam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George outside. Wall, the pass to George. To the paint. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal.
Paul George right now one step ahead of his defender, using the old
line for your Clippers.
George hits them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Morant with it. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Second shot opportunity. Out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Outside Morant. Up top Brooks. Outside Bane. Back to Brooks. Outside Bane. To the wing on the left. Morant finds Brooks. Off target from the wing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. George outside. And George with the jam.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Morant against Wall. It's rebounded by Zubac. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Pass to Wall. To the middle. 50 move. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Wall against Morant. On the take. Money.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The 3, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Wall, second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Pass to Morris, back to George. 4-3. And it's Bane with the rebound. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. So the Clippers win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Wall. 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. And it's Leonard missing. Here's the Suns with the ball. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
Now here's Booker trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Morris. And taken away by Johnson. And Booker kicks to Bridges. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Here's George. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Paul George making his last shot, and it's good. 2 points.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
George passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and here's George for 3. No good on the shot, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker with no one around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside Leonard. The kick out to Wall. A three-pointer, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now, Booker. Paul George missing from long range.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now, here's Wall. Devin Booker missing his last shot. He had a nice open look right there. Leonard's got 6.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Booker outside. Launches it. The Clippers grab the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And it's sent back by Morris. Here's Leonard, and there's the pass to Morris. And taken away by Johnson. For 3, Bridges. That shot off. Here's the Clippers. They've got an 8-0 run. George from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got his second basket of the game.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Knocks down the three ball. 6 points for him.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. Here's the three.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display.
Fans, your Clippers,
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Wall against Paul. George up top. He's got 5. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Nice move, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now here's Booker. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Johnson's shot is off. Ball against Morris. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. Pass to Booker. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And now only one away from being in the penalty. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And Paul drills both of them.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Put your hands together for your Clippers Breaker.
Clippers trail by 4.
Your Clippers Breaker.
Right side Wall. Here's George, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
How about the flashy display from Paul George? Complete mastery when it comes to the handle.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. Now, here's George. He's got 7 outside Leonard. Got a hand on it.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And George kicks the Wall. That ball, nice speed that time from George. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Paul against Wall. And they double up Paul. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Zubac. Bridges with the board. The Suns leading. To the left side wing. Paul finds Bridges. Back to Paul. Now the pass to Ayton. And he gets the bucket.
Be always aware, Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
All with it. Pass to George. Back to Wall. Leonard on the wing. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
Paul looking over the floor. Good if it goes. And no good in the last second attempt this time.
Well, not.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 23. The Suns, 26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Setting the floor for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Kennard. Covington wide open. He fires. And Lee pulls it down. Phoenix leading by 5. On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Batum. Shamet, the pass to Johnson. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Doors with an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Now here's Shorich. Here's Payne. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Kennard on the wing. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Phoenix leading by 5. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got his first points in this one.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Here he goes. Kennard lays it up and banks it in.
Man, Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick and roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
Payne kicks to Shamet. Sharic passes to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
For Phoenix, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Give it up for your
Clippers trail by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Kennard. The layup off target. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. For Phoenix, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. That free throw good from Shamet. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Batum against Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Shamet from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Shamet's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him, and the basket is good.
I love to see a guard who's willing to fight through contact and finish. Reggie Jackson does just that.
Johnson outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Shamet with the steal. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Substitution on the court.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Payne looking around. Pass to Shamet. Makes it off the glass. Shamet's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And George kicks to Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Sharic.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
Payne finds Shamet. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Lee. From deep, Johnson.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
The basket. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted.
The previous play is under
a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Lee. Fires the three. No good that time. And here's Leonard from three. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here is Wall. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
Booker looking around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he makes that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Leonard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
George passes to Wall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's deflected. Fast break, here come the Suns. Feeds to Ayton. Paul George grabs the miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Wall, bucket off the crossover. 9 points for Wall.
That's a big-time move right there by John Wall. Go to work.
Booker against George. Booker the pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent. But they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
Leonard on the wing. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Booker against George. The pass to Ayton. It's Crowder on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Ayton. Back to Bridges. That one, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Left side, Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Second team foul.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Ball outside.
2 minutes.
Booker outside. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the three ball. And the Suns lead by 13.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Here's George. That one's not going to go. Good D by Booker. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Dishes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And Ayton throws it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
From deep three-point range, and they recover it.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Bridges outside. Wall grabs the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Ball outside. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. That shot is off. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And in. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.